Hyundai aru Indian Women Network Assam chapter presents India at 100 Women-led Development.
Presented by Topsem Cement, मजबूती का भरोसा हमेशा. Powered by Nestle Serico. Co-powered by Jetta Farm, देश का culture, agriculture. Banking partner, State Bank of India, the banker to every Indian. Education partner, Assam Downtown University. Health partner, Azile Hospital, Litosif, Hell Liver Syrup. जो पिएगा वो जिएगा. In association with NRL, Oil India, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. Print partner, the Assam Tribune. Radio partner, Gupshup 94.3 FM. Proud to be local.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take this honor to invite our panelists onto the stage. May I request Padma Shri Lakhmi Borua to kindly come on stage, please. And I'll take this honor to introduce her. She's the Managing Director of Konaklata Mohila Cooperative Bank Limited. And she's got a whole lot of awards to her name. Put your hands together for Padma Shri Lakhmi Borua. She has received the Sahakrita Bharati Award, the Karmoshri Award, the Joymati Award, Fiki Flow Award, State Level SSG Award, Northeast Excellence Award, Sambardhana as Woman Banker Award, Sambardhana by Assam Jatiyatabadi Juba Satra Porikhad. I'd like to request Srimati Hajabam Shubhra Devi, proprietor of Mera Foods, to kindly come on stage, please. And I would like to introduce Mera Foods to all of you. It was established in the year 2004. Is a food processing unit registered under Directorate of Commerce and Industries, Government of Manipur. It is run and managed by women only and committed to empowering women. She says that we believe that economic independence is the first step of empowering women. We emphasize on producing healthy and tasty food products from the exotic fruits and vegetables of Manipur with traditional taste. And our pickles are available in the market in the name of Mera Candy, Mera Salty and Mera Pickles. And they have a whole new range of product based on pineapples. It's my pleasure to welcome you, ma'am. Let me heartily welcome Prerna Taneja. She is an alumna of the Lawrence School. May I request you, ma'am, to kindly come on stage, please. She's an alumna of the Lawrence School, Sanavar. Prerna is a graduate from Amity Business School in Delhi University and began to work right from her second year in college to earn pocket money and take care of her own personal expenses. Her expertise lies in converting business ideas into setting up establishments and hand-holding them till they are ready to run on autopilot. Prerna is the director of Empazar Global Marine Services Private Limited, one of India's largest empty container depot operator, which has also founded Matchstick Systems and Bellagio Logistics, both companies aimed at streamlining processes and systems in the fragmented industry of container logistics. It's my honor to welcome you, ma'am. Our next panelist for this session is Mr. Vishnudat Upadhyay, founder Jaipur Chakki. May I request you to kindly come and take your seat on the dais. He's an experienced CA with over 30 years of experience across India's leading companies like Aditya Birla Group in different domains like marketing, finance, operations and logistics. He has widely travelled across the globe and has successfully marketed linen in Indian markets. Mr. Vishnu has also worked as consultant with leading companies and has mentored many startups. He founded Jaipur Chakki, D2C company dealing in fresh fruits, and Jaipur Chakki has plans to open 50 plus stores in the next 12 months. Please give it for Vishnudat Upadhyay. It's my pleasure to welcome you, sir. Our next panelist for this session is Ms. Alpana Saikia, Astaroma Food and Beverages CEO and co-founder. May I request you, ma'am, to kindly come onto the dais and take your seat. She is a homemaker turned entrepreneur. And in the words of Alpana Saikia ma'am herself, we, the Testaroma Food and Beverages, are going to open up a winery in Assam for the first time. We are making tea wine, a wine based on Assam's heritage tea in the name of Holong 9. I was in the process of making tea wine from 2000 onwards. We registered a firm comprising of 3 partners. So here is Alpana ma'am. A very warm welcome to you, ma'am. Very, very warm welcome. And in fact, I think I must have tasted your wine a couple of days back. Thank you. So, and here we have now to moderate this session, one of my favorite humans, a beautiful woman. She is none other than Pallavi Chumki Barua. May I request you to kindly come onto the dais, please. She is an advocate with the Supreme Court of India. How beautiful is that? Well, I am going to take this opportunity to read out her profile. Just give me a moment, please. An advocate on record with the Supreme Court of India, an entrepreneur, award-winning film producer, social activist, food blogger, and a cancer survivor. She has been practicing law for the past 20 years with experiences in Supreme Court of India and the courts of Guwahati, Delhi, Kolkata, and Shillong. Her law firm, PCB Legalis, has the expertise and experience in dealing with a varied range of cases and matters. She is equipped with a first-class LLB degree from the University of Pune and LLM degree from University of London in intellectual property laws and arbitration, and additional diplomas in taxation laws, cyber laws, special corporate laws, and human rights. Goodness, this is a whole huge profile. Pallavi Chumki Barwa, ladies and gentlemen, please give her a round of applause, and she will be taking over as the moderator for this session. Over to you, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, namaskar and a very good afternoon. Well, India is the third fastest growing economy and is marching towards becoming a $5 trillion economy. Entrepreneurs have the biggest role to play in this achievement. I'm sure all of you will agree, and I'm sure all of you here on the dais will agree. So I want to know from each one of you, how does your entrepreneurial journey aligns with the broader story of India's entrepreneurship history? So without further ado, let me begin with my first panelist. I'll be asking each panelist this question with respect to the biodata that was shared with me. And normally we say ladies first, but being the only man in the panel, let me start with you, sir. So our first panelist is Mr. Vishnu Dutt Upadhyay, who is the founder of Jaipur Chakki. Mr. Upadhyay is a qualified CA. You have also been a consultant, you have helped startups, you have been in the linen market, and then you went into fresh foods. Well, I googled you yesterday, and I saw that your brand, Chakki, Jaipur Chakki, has a very interesting tagline called Farm to Family. Normally we have heard Farm to Food. This is the first time I saw Farm to Family. So we would love to hear your journey of bringing farm to families. And you can also start from the beginning, a CA to becoming an entrepreneur.
First of all, I did CA by accident because I was not good in academics, so I was not allotted science, so I opted for commerce. And in our era, commerce means you have to become CA. So I became CA. Then I realized that this is the worst profession I can handle. So as of today, I do not know anything of tax and GST and accounts. So if anyone asks me anything about this GST, I do not know, frankly. So accidentally CA. I opted for marketing because that was a profession I liked, because I like meeting people. That's the one I like it. So in a CA, it's more of a postmortem job, which I was not enjoying. So hardly I did 3 months thing, and then I switched to then I went into linen. Linen, as you know, linen is a fiber which was meant. So I went into the Aditya Birla group, which is a linen club. You must have heard about it's the India's. And we pioneered linen in India. So there I learned a lot of things about entrepreneurship, because in that group, we were allowed to try something new. We were not treated like an employees. We were given opportunities, we were given everything. Then almost after 20 years, I worked in Kolkata, and then suddenly something happened and I switched. I said, I'll do on my own. That was again a very big mistake which I did. Then I went to Jaipur and did lot of consulting, and post-Corona, means after Corona thing happened, I came into connect with Rituraj, and I get into the basic things like agriculture and all these things. And during Corona, I realized that when I looked for a good wheat flour, I could not find any good wheat flour available in the market. All were available, the packed foods. Then this idea came of that why can't we get into a product? So we thought of getting into a aggregator mode, that we'll connect with the chakkis, the traditional chakkis within the house and neighborhoods, and we'll become the aggregator. And we have a delivery boy sitting there, and we'll deliver the customers at the customer's place. This is how we started this Jaipur Chakki concept. as an entrepreneur, I would say that it's not a cakewalk. So weak-hearted people should not go for entrepreneurship. Trust me, it should be in your DNA. Even today, I always have a very thing that when I was doing job, my worry was that on the Sunday night I used to have that Monday blues. Oh God, kal Monday hai. But after becoming an entrepreneur, I do not have even a Sunday. So that Monday blues is gone. So you don't have to worry about Sunday also, because we are into delivery business, so 24 by business. So it's not a weak-hearted people. Trust me. So if you are a weak-hearted and you are just looking for that you cannot handle a boss, and that for that reason you are doing entrepreneurship, please do not do. Because most of the youth, they go for entrepreneurship just to have that they cannot feel the pressure of the boss. So that's not the thing. So that way I started this Jaipur Chakki concept. But then we realized that we cannot make the quality, consistent quality with the different Chakki owners. So we got into the manufacturing mode. So a lot of things changed. So and then we became more of a grocery store. We have our own manufacturing, we deliver things. So right now we are doing a job of a traditional Chakki, a grocery store, and a delivery boy, and an e-commerce company. We have combined all these things into a Jaipur Chakki. So we have our website, we have our app, we have our own manufacturing, we have our stores, and one more thing which we have added is that earlier we were doing digital marketing, we were paying Facebook for the ads, and we were earning customers. Then we realized that our biggest salesperson are the ladies. So we have hired today we have got 125 ladies who are working for us from home, telecalling. They are doing telecalling and earning business for them as well as us. So we are treating them as our partners. And almost 125, and we are trying to add 125 more. So we are paying them fixed salary as well as some certain incentive on the basis of the sales. So a lady who has worked for us for 3 months, she must be earning 15 to 20,000 rupees by just spending 3 hours at their home.
Well, our second esteemed panelist is Miss Shubhra Devi. Sorry, I'm going to jump like this. So while finances are often regarded as a crucial factor of entrepreneurship, Ms. Devi, you began your entrepreneurship venture, Myra Foods, right? Myra Foods, with zero investment. I'm sure every person in this audience wants to know how. And I must also apprise the audience today that Myra Foods has, that was about 20 years back, correct? And now Myra Foods has a turnover of 2 crores. Again, we ask how. If you can just tell us your story.
Yeah, when I started this Myra Food in 2004, bank was not that very helping. Helping in the sense when newcomers go to the bank without having any registration, without having any ideas that how you are going to plan your business, it's very difficult to get a loan or a support. Even the government was reluctant to. So that was a time when I realized that there are opportunity lying in front of us, which we have to take. One, we have been saying that there are 7 lakhs of youth that registered as unemployed in employment exchange of Manipur. Government cannot provide job to them. At the same time, I was thinking that every woman know how to cook. And kitchen is our place. So if we can occupy our kitchen after your morning meal, that can be converted into your business place. You don't need any investment there. With whatever you have, just take it as 100 rupees, 50 rupees, whatever you have. Just start with that. What you require is a starting. That was the motivation I began with. And I started organizing these women, sharing about my ideas that can you join me in doing this. And I started from my kitchen itself, tried out new products which can be easily sold off, because market is flooded with certain products which can easily be met at your home. You don't have to go for very high, like tech machines. They easily can be made. Pickles, just take an example of pickles. Pickle is that easily made. Candies, the halwas, the laddus, just name it anything. Papads, whatever, even the masalas, you can do it at home. So just begin with that. When you are confident enough that your product is going and it's good enough that people are going to buy it, you can scale it up. That's all. Okay.
Thank you so much. You are a true example of, promoting, encouraging, inspiring women-led development, I must say. So next I come to you, Ms. Alpana Saikia. Amar state khon Bishwa Bikhat Sahar Karone. So I want to know, so she is a homemaker. Alpana Saikia is a homemaker who turns an entrepreneur, pushing the boundaries of traditional beverage making to produce a very niche concoction called the tea wine. So, Baido, apuni amak apnar story to kok keneke it mane apuni keneke ibla plan korile aru why this sudden turn and kyo why this tea wine?
1996 ত মোৰ বিয়া হৈছিল টি গাৰ্ডেন. বিফোৰ দ্যাট মানে আমাৰ ঘৰত এনেকুৱা কোনো ট্ৰেণ্ড নাছিল যে কোনোবাই ৱাইন খাব, ড্ৰিংক খাব, এণ্ড ডেট ৱাজ ষ্ট্ৰিক্টলি প্ৰহিবিটেড মানে. তো মই নাজানিছিলোঁ একো. টি গাৰ্ডেনত যেতিয়া বিয়া হ'ল তো মোৰ হাজবেণ্ড টি এক্সিকিউটিভ আছিলে. তো আমাৰ ঘৰলৈ ফাৰ্ষ্ট ফ্ৰেছ টিটো সদায় ফেক্টৰীৰ পৰা আহে. তো মানে আৰু মই চাহ খাই খুব ভাল পাইছিলোঁ. সেইটো এটা কথা আছে. কিন্তু মই ৱাইনৰ কথাটো কেনেকৈ আহিলে 1999ত মানে লাষ্টৰ ফালে আমাৰ কিছুমান ক্লাব এফেয়াৰ্ছ থাকে তাত. তো ক্লাববিলাকত টি লেডিজবিলাকে বহুত ধৰণৰ বস্তু বনাব জানে দেই. তাতে ক্লাবৰ মই তেতিয়া মোৰ হাজবেণ্ড পষ্টিং আছিলে কঠলগুৰি টি ষ্টেট যোৰহাট মৰিয়নী. তো মৰিয়নী প্লাণ্টাৰ্ছ ক্লাবত কোনোবা এগৰাকী লেডিয়ে some fruit wine উলিয়াইছিলে. চ' মই খুব ভাল পালোঁ. অকণ আমি চবেই টেষ্টটো কৰিলোঁ. মই টেষ্টটো কৰি মানে মোৰ খুব ইণ্টাৰেষ্ট হ'ল. মোৰ একচুৱেলি আগৰ পৰা এটা বস্তু আছে কি নতুন কিবা এটা বস্তু জানিবলৈ মোৰ খুব মন হয়. তাৰপিছত তাত যেতিয়া মোৰ খুব ইণ্টাৰেষ্টেড পাই পেলাই মই আৰু সেই সময়ত ইণ্টাৰনেটো নাছিলে, এনেকুৱা বোলে ইউটিউব নাছিলে বোলে মই ক'ৰবাৰ পৰা চাই পেলাই শিকিম. ত'ত সুধি ৰেচিপিটো যেনে তেনে কাৰোবাৰ পৰা কোনোবা হয়তো মোৰ নিজৰ মানুহো আছিলে, তেনেকৈ গৈ প্ৰচেছটো মই শিকিলোঁ. মই যি ফ্ৰুটছ পাওঁ সেইবিলাকৰ পৰাই মই ৱাইন বনাবলৈ আৰম্ভ কৰিলোঁ. আৰু আমাৰ টি গাৰ্ডেনবিলাকত আপোনাৰ বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ ফ্ৰুটছবিলাক লাইক পিচ, পাইনএপল, এভৰিথিং ৱাজ এভেইলেবল, বানানা ৱাজ এবাণ্ডেণ্ট. চ' মই সেইবিলাকৰ পৰা বনাওঁ বেলেগ কিবা হেৰি দি, আৰু মই প্ৰচেছটো পূৰা ধুনীয়াকৈ ফ'ল' কৰিলোঁ. ফাৰ্ষ্ট আই মেড ফ্ৰম গ্ৰেপছ. সেইটো ইমান ভাল হ'ল. আৰু আমাৰ যিখিনি কলিগ আছে তাতে বাগানত আমাৰতো পাৰ্টি চাৰ্টি হৈয়ে থাকে. তো তাৰ মাজত যেতিয়া দিলোঁ চবৰে ফিডবেকটো মই ইমান ভাল পালোঁ. চ' মোক খুব ভাল লাগিলে. তাৰপিছতে মই চাহৰ লগত মই তেতিয়া ভাবিলোঁ যে আমিতো চাহ খাওঁ, ব্লেক টি খাওঁ উইথ পুটিং চাম চুগাৰ ইন ইট. তো খাওঁ বোলে তো যিহেতু চুগাৰ আছে এণ্ড ইট কেন বি ফাৰ্মেণ্টেড. মই তেতিয়া টিত কি থাকে মই ইমান নাজানো দেই. টি ৱাইনটো মই এনেই ট্ৰাই কৰিলোঁ. ডেট ইজ ইন 2000. টি ৱাইনটো ট্ৰাই কৰিলোঁ. কৰোঁতে ভাল ওলাল, বেয়া নহয় মানে. চবেই ইমান কথা কোৱা নাই, মানে ভালকৈ কৈছে আৰু ইমান বেয়া হোৱা নাই বুলিয়ে কৈছে. তাৰপিছত নেক্সট মই আকৌ ট্ৰাই কৰিলোঁ. ট্ৰাই কৰোঁতে নেক্সট এইবাৰ অলপ ফ্লেভাৰ দি এনেকুৱা ধৰণে ট্ৰাই কৰিলোঁ. অ'কে, চবেই ভাল পাইছে, ঠিকে আছে. তেনেকৈ বনাওঁ, মাজে মাজে বনাওঁ. মানুহক মানে কি আৰু আমাৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডছ এণ্ড ফেমিলিজৰ মাজত চলি থাকে চবেই. কিন্তু বহুতে জানে আমাৰ গাৰ্ডেনত যে মই ৱাইন বনাওঁ. আৰু লাহে লাহে আৰু এটা কথা কি, এগৰাকী লেডিয়ে ৱাইন বনাবলৈ গৈ পেলাই মাৰ্কেট কৰিবলৈ যোৱাটো এটা আমাৰ ছ'চাইটিত এটা ইমান একচেপ্টেবলো নহয়. অলমষ্ট 1 বছৰ লাগি গ'ল. পলিচি বনিলে, জাষ্ট জুনত বনিলে. এতিয়া আমি এপ্লাই কৰিছোঁ লাইচেঞ্চৰ কাৰণে. এণ্ড ইউ ন' দ্য প্ৰচেছ.
Thank you so much for that, for your, story, for sharing your story with us. You actually managed to bring about a government policy so that you can commercialize your tea wine. That's amazing. I think hats off, seriously. Next I come to you, Prerna Taneja. Thank you first of all for coming all the way from Mumbai.
Thank you, Pallavi, and thank you, Dipanita, for inviting me. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
So, in recent years, there has been a significant rise of women in leadership positions in container logistics companies globally. It's a very different field altogether. We did not find many women out there earlier. And you are one such person who has broken through gender barriers and has significantly contributed to global trade and supply chain management. Your entrepreneurship journey aligns with the changing dynamics of India's entrepreneurship history. So, Prerna, please share your success story with us.
My entrepreneurship journey started about 10 years back. I was newly married, and both my husband and I moved cities, and within 6 months of marriage, in fact, he's like, I want to start a new business. And just the basic survival was very difficult. The finances were very bleak, let alone starting a new business. So he was setting up, his new business, and I was like, what is it that I can do in a new city? I'd moved to Ahmedabad. And I'm from Delhi. So moving literally from Delhi to Ahmedabad, everything was very different for me. New marriage, new city, didn't know anybody over there. All I knew is that I had the zeal to work. And I tried doing a lot of market research. I researched on what are the right businesses I could do for the market. And I started verticals for HR recruitment services because I felt Ahmedabad really needs good talent over there. And the companies need the right talent. So I started that. I put in a lot of energy in doing pallets. I did container trading, doing research on plywood, container seals. Anything to do with containers is something that I wanted to do because that's the business that for the long run, my husband and I had decided that we're going to do this. And a lot of things happened. There was a lot of growth that I was seeing, but there also came a time where it took a hit for me and I realized this is not what I want to do because I was putting in 18 hours of work. My health was taking a toll on me and I was like, I need to do something. So I decided to shut shop for all the verticals except container trading. And container trading is like you're buying and selling of containers, but I knew my capital was zero, so I didn't want to buy. And what I decided to do is I used to call up other container traders, and I used to tell them I have these boxes that you can buy from me or I can buy them from you. But I would do a very smart thing. I would not put in my capital, take a credit period and sell them within 5 days. So that is what I would do. And these calls, these are all men traders. I would talk to them at like middle of the night or early in the morning. And within 3 months, I could do this in my sleep. So I really aced it. Then came demonetization, and again my business took a lot of hit because a lot of transactions were done at that point in something that we all know was called off. And that period really was very bleak for me because it was one failure after the other, and just dealing with that was so much fear that how are we going to live, and I didn't want to lose my time because how everyone gauges you're already in your 30s, what are you going to do, where are you going to get a job, that's how the society looks at you. And I decided I'm not going to let that stop me, and coincidentally my husband offered me to join him as a partner in his business. So it was 4 of us. It was him, it was me, it was the peon who's still with us today, and it was another colleague of mine. So it was the 4 of us who started business operations. And having said that, today we are 300 people across India. We have 12 locations, and each of those locations have the same SOPs that we had used to do the first site. So if you ask me what my purpose is to be here, I really don't know, because I didn't have a purpose to join business. I just ended up here by luck or by karma or however you call it, but it's been beautiful really. And all I know is you put me anywhere, I'm a hustler, I'm going to fight it out, I'm going to thrive, I'm going to make my company thrive, I'm going to make my people thrive. So that's my formula, and let's see what happens next.
So of course, last but not the least, we have Padma Shri Mrs. Lakhmi Borua. Baido, apunar tate moi lastot ahiso. Reason to hold তেওঁলোকৰ এই গোটেইখিনি যোন ষ্টৰিটো শুনিলে মই মানে আপোনাৰ যোনটো এটা এণ্টাৰপ্ৰেনাৰশ্বিপ জাৰ্নি মই মানে গোটেইখিনি একেলগে মিলাই পেলাই আপোনাৰ পৰা শুনিব খুজিছোঁ। চ' আপোনাৰ বহুত এচিভমেণ্টছ মই মানে আই এম ভেৰি হাম্বল টু হেভ গট দিছ অপৰচুনিটি টু ইভেন চে আস্ক টু কুৱেশ্যনছ টু ইউ। মানে মই বহুতে মানে নাৰ্ভাছো হৈ আছোঁ, বাট থেংক ইউ ছ' মাছ দীপানিতা ফৰ দিছ। চ' বাইদেউ, all your achievements, imman upa achievement ase apunar, of all your achievements, something that I am sure the women of Northeast will always be indebted to you is the establishment of Konoklata Mahila Urban Cooperative Bank Limited, which is the only Mahila bank of our entire Northeast region. So, বাইদেউ ইয়াতে আমাৰ পেনেলত এগৰাকী আছে who started her journey from zero investment, but finance will always be a crucial factor, a crucial component of entrepreneurship. We also had a session on managing finances before this, and you are a person with a 53 years of banking experience. So apuni kok, apuni as a banker, আপুনি তাকে বহুত ডিফাৰেণ্ট মানুহ লগ পাইছে, বহুত ডিফাৰেণ্ট মাইকী মানুহ লগ পাইছে থ্ৰু আউট, যাক আপুনি হেল্প কৰিছে, আৰু আপুনি এই বেংকটো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিবলৈ কিয় ভাবিলে?
আচলতে আমাৰ এটা কথা আছে, অভাৱে স্বভাৱ নষ্ট কৰে বুলি কয়, আৰু অভাৱ আৱিষ্কাৰৰ মূল বুলিও কয়। মোৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত অভাৱ আৱিষ্কাৰৰ মূল মই সেই আশীৰ্বাদটোকে পালোঁ। মোৰ ঘৰৰ অৱস্থা খুব বেয়া আছিলে এতিয়াও, আৰু দ্বিতীয় কথা হ'ল কি, মই পঢ়া শুনা কৰিবলৈ মোৰ খুব মন আছিলে, কিন্তু মই যেতিয়া হাইস্কুললৈ মই গৈছোঁ পঢ়িবলৈ, সেইখিনি সময়ত মোৰ 4 টকাৰ ঠাইত 2 টকা ফিজ দিলে হয়, কিন্তু সেই 2 টকাও মই জোৰা মাৰিব পৰা নাছিলোঁ। গতিকে মই তেতিয়া সৰু সৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালী পঢ়ুৱাবলৈ লৈছিলোঁ ঘৰৰ ওচৰৰ মাটি, আৰু স্কুললৈ যাওঁতে সদায় এখন বেচা কিনা সমবায় সমিতিৰ আগেদি মই যাওঁ, আৰু তাত যিজন ছেক্ৰেটৰী বহি থাকে সেইজন মোৰ দেউতাৰ লগত আছিলে। মোৰ সৰুতেই মা দেউতা ঢুকাইছে, মা জন্ম হৈয়ে ঢুকাইছে, আৰু মই ক্লাছ 7ত পঢ়ি থাকোঁতে মোৰ দেউতাও ঢুকাইছে। মই যেতিয়া স্কুলৰ পৰা অহা যোৱা কৰোঁ, তাত সোমাই কেতিয়াবা মই পানী এগিলাচ খাওঁ, কেতিয়াবা চাহ একাপ খাওঁ, তেনেকৈ দিয়ে মোক। আৰু মই তাত দেখিছিলোঁ বহুত মহিলা গোট খাই চাউল দাইল এইবিলাক চাফা কৰি আছে, সমবায়ৰ বস্তু, আৰু তেওঁলোকে পেকিং কৰি গৈছে। এতিয়া মই সুধিলোঁ, বৰ্তা আমি কৰিব পৰা এনেকুৱা কাম একো নাইনে? তেতিয়া ক'লে, আছে কাম, কৰিব যদি পাৰ কৰিব পাৰিবি। মই বোলো কি কাম আছে কওকচোন, তই তাঁত বব জাননে? অলপ অলপ জানো। মই সূতা দিম, 4খন স্কুলৰ ইউনিফৰ্মৰ কাপোৰ তই বৈ দিব পাৰিবিনে? 4খন স্কুলৰ বেলেগ বেলেগ ইউনিফৰ্ম, বেলেগ বেলেগ ৰঙৰ ইউনিফৰ্ম। মই একে আষাৰে পাৰিম বুলিয়েই ক'লোঁ। তাৰপিছত ক'লে, নহয় তই আজি যা, ঘৰত ভালকৈ কথাবিলাক চিন্তা কৰি চা, ঘৰৰ খুৰীয়েৰহঁতৰ লগত আলোচনা কৰিবি, আৰু তাৰপিছত কাইলৈ সোমাবি। ঘৰত কথাটো ক'লোঁ। ঘৰৰ যিটো সন্মতি পাব লাগে সেইটো মই পালোঁ, কিন্তু ইমানখিনি ইউনিফৰ্মৰ কাপোৰটো এযোৰ দুযোৰ বলে নহ'ব, সেই কাপোৰখিনি কোনে বব? এতিয়া মোৰ লগৰ সমনীয়া ছোৱালীকেইজনী, যিকেইজনী একেই অৱস্থা, তাহাঁতক মাতিলোঁ। সেই ছোৱালীকেইজনীৰ লগত মাকসকল আহিলে, আহি তেতিয়া ক'লে যে আমি বৈ কাটি দিম, দেখুৱাই দিবা কেনেকৈ কৰিব লাগে। তাৰপিছত পিছদিনা মই ক'লোঁ, আৰু কোৱাই নহয়, সেইদিনা মই সূতা লৈও আহিলোঁ, দিলে মোক, লৈ আহিলোঁ। প্ৰতিগৰাকী মহিলাই 4যোৰকৈ বলে, আমাৰ নিজৰ ঘৰতো লগালোঁ আমি। সেই উপাৰ্জনৰ মুখ দেখিলোঁ। তো সমবায় যে আছে, সেই তেতিয়া মই সমবায়ৰ বিষয়ে একো নাজানো, কিন্তু সমবায় ভাণ্ডাৰৰ পৰা সূতা আনিছোঁ, কাপোৰ বৈছোঁ, আৰু তাত জমা দিছোঁ, মোৰ উপাৰ্জন হৈছে। মোৰ লগতে মোৰ লগৰ ছোৱালীখিনিও, আৰু আমাৰ ঘৰত প্ৰায়ে সেই মাকসকল আহে, কাপোৰ দিবলৈ আহে বা সূতা নিবলৈ আহে। তেনেকৈ এখন সমবায় সমিতি আমাৰ ঘৰতে মানে সদায় আমি নজনাকৈ বহি আছে। তাৰপিছত লাহে লাহে মই অকণমান ডাঙৰ হ'লোঁ, কিন্তু মোৰ যে সেই অভাৱ, মোৰ লগৰ ছোৱালীখিনিৰ যে অভাৱ, সেই অভাৱটো আমি কেনেকৈ পূৰণ কৰিম, কি কৰিলে হ'ব, কিমানলৈকে পঢ়িম, এনেকুৱা বহুত চিন্তাবোৰ মনত আহি থাকে। তাৰপিছত যিমানখিনি পাৰোঁ মই ছোৱালীখিনিক সহায় কৰোঁ, আৰু আমাৰ 4খন স্কুলৰ ঠাইত আমাৰ 6-7খন স্কুলৰ ইউনিফৰ্ম ববলৈ আমি পোৱা হ'লোঁ, অৰ্ডাৰ পোৱা হ'লোঁ। গতিকে আমাৰ ব্যৱসায়ো সেইফালে বাঢ়ি গ'ল। সৰু সৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালীখিনি আহে পঢ়িবলৈ, তাহাঁতকো মই পঢ়াই দিওঁ। যি ইচ্ছা তাকে দিয়ে। সেইখিনি সময়ত 1949 চবৰে তাৰ পিছৰ পৰা মই যেতিয়া 60 সোমালে 62, 63 এনেকুৱা। কিন্তু চবৰে অৱস্থাটো একেই, কাৰো অৱস্থা ভাল নহয়। কিন্তু অঞ্চলটোত এনেকুৱা এটা সুবিধা আছিলে যে সাংস্কৃতিকভাৱে খুব আগবঢ়া আছিলে। কিন্তু ৰিজাৰ্ভ বেংকলৈ 2খন চিঠি লিখিলোঁ, চেণ্ট্ৰেল অফিচলৈ এখন আৰু ৰিজনেল অফিচলৈ এখন, যে মহিলাৰ কাৰণে বেংক এটা আমি খুলিব পাৰোঁ নেকি। আমি তেনেকুৱা মহিলাসকলক, যিখিনি নিম্ন মধ্যবিত্ত বা একেবাৰে নিম্ন মজুৰি আয় মানুহ, সেই মহিলাসকলক আগবঢ়াই নিবৰ কাৰণে আমি বেংক এটাৰ ব্যৱস্থা কৰিব পাৰোঁ নেকি। ভাগ্য ভাল, আমাৰ 2খন চিঠিৰে উত্তৰ আহিলে যে সমবায় বিভাগৰ যোগেদি মহিলা বেংকৰ ব্যৱস্থা আছে, সেই ব্যৱস্থা মতে আগবাঢ়িলে বেংকটো খুলিব পাৰিবা। ইমানখিনি এনেকুৱা যাত্ৰাৰে আমি মহিলা বেংকটোৰ কথা আলোচনা কৰিছিলোঁ। আৰু বৰ চমুকৈ কৈ দিছোঁ, আৰু মই 1990 চনৰ মে' মাহত মই চিঠি লিখিছিলোঁ। 1998 চনৰ মে' মাহত ভাৰতীয় ৰিজাৰ্ভ বেংকে এই বেংকটো ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰিবৰ কাৰণে অসম চৰকাৰলৈ অনুমতি পত্ৰ পঠাইছিলে। 8 বছৰ লাগিছিলে।
Each one of you, just in one line, if you can just tell us about any, because in 2047 it'll be 100 years of when we have been taking our own decisions. Because before that we could not. Before 1947 we could not make our own decisions. Today we can. So tell us about any decision of yours which may not have been wrong, which may have been wrong, and which can serve as a learning for the budding entrepreneurs. In just 1 minute, each one of you, if you can tell us, share something, which can be a word of advice for the budding entrepreneurs.
See, 2047 is, I would say it's too long to decide. Seriously, that means I would say decision making or the life is moving like this curve. So now, even 5 years is a very, very long time. So thinking about 2047 is beyond imagination. I may not survive even that by that time. But still, yes, entrepreneurship will remain, because business was there 5,000 years back and it will remain 5,000 years back. It's just correcting yourself. There is no plan. It's just sometimes proactive, sometimes reactive. In fact, nowadays you may have to react because you cannot think. But reaction time has to be very fast. You cannot carry on a mistake. You have to be a little bit shrewd, because emotions are important, but in business you have to be shrewd. And it's not a cakewalk. Entrepreneurship is not a cakewalk. Only the tough ones survives. So correction is I would say that you cannot plan, you cannot think 25 years in advance, but yes, you can always correct yourself. That's the thing I can advise.
My belief is not just for 2047, but just generally how the society wires us with the definition of success is measured in terms of the financial status and the title. And I feel that most of us, like we had pointed out in the sessions earlier, that the risk-taking ability of our youth or people today is far lesser than what it should be, because we're just afraid to fail. We're afraid what society is going to talk about us. We're afraid to take that plunge because we feel that, I put an X amount of money in the business, what's going to happen? And more so, how people are going to judge us. And that's been, I would not say like a mistake, but a huge learning for me, because I did spend a lot of years of my life just wanting to be a stereotype and wasted a lot of time. And when I actually realized that that's such a shallow way of living your life, because maximum what's going to happen, you're going to fail, yes, you're going to lose money, but what you're going to gain is something that nobody can take away from you. So I've learned that own your life, own your story, because nobody really can be and nobody can really be you. So just don't be scared is what, I've learned.
2047 বহুত বয়স হ'বগৈ তেতিয়ালৈ, মইতো এতিয়া ক'ব নোৱাৰোঁ, কিন্তু মই এটা কথাই ভাবোঁ যে আমি যেনেকৈ সময়, আই এগ্ৰি উইথ হাৰ, যে আমি যেনেকৈ সময় ৱেষ্ট কৰি দিলোঁ বহুত সময় ভাবোঁতে যে কি কৰিম কি নকৰিম, কৰিম নে নকৰিম। চ' সেই কথাটো যদি কোনোবাই কিবা এটা কৰিব বিচাৰে, কৰিব লাগে, ফেইলিয়ৰৰ চিন্তা কৰিব নালাগে, আগতে কৰি চাব লাগে। আৰু এটা কথাই ক'ব পাৰোঁ যে 2047 কাৰণে I am preparing my daughters to be entrepreneurs. So the process will go on, right?
By 2047, my dream is that there's more participation of women, more visible participation, not just sitting at home and doing business, but more larger, scalable business. And I see that women has that power. They can really do it. It's they're given the opportunity, and I think we have to grab the opportunity. Opportunities is there, but we are not opening our eyes. We have to grab that opportunity, and I'm sure we'll be more visible in coming days.
নতুন প্ৰজন্মক এইটোৱে মই মোৰ ফালৰ পৰা মোৰ যি ব্যক্তিগত অভিজ্ঞতা হৈছে আৰু যি চকুৰে দেখিছোঁ, সেইফালৰ পৰা মই এটা কথা মই অনুৰোধ জনাব খুজিছোঁ, যাতে যি ধৰণৰ শিক্ষাতেই নহওক বা যি ধৰণৰ উদ্যোগ গঢ়িবলৈকে নলওক লাগিলে, একেবাৰে সুন্দৰকৈ যেতিয়া নিজৰ আয়ত্তলৈ আনি ল'ব পাৰিব, তেতিয়া সেই বস্তুটোত হাত দিলে আপোনালোকে আগবাঢ়ি যাব পাৰিব। সাহস লাগিব আৰু বিলম্ব হ'লেও অধৈৰ্য হ'ব নালাগিব, ধৈৰ্য লাগিব আৰু সৎ প্ৰচেষ্টাৰে যদি আগবঢ়া যায় সকলো কাম সুখৰ হ'ব। যিবিলাক উপৰুৱা কিছুমান অনৰ্থক কিছুমান যদি ঘটনা সংঘটিত হয়, তেতিয়াহ'লে আমাৰ অৰ্থনীতি আমি যেনেকৈ ভাবিছোঁ তেনেকৈ পোন কৰি থিয় হ'ব নোৱাৰিব। সেইকাৰণে ভাল বেয়া দুয়োটা দিশ চাই আমাৰ যাতে বেয়া দিশবিলাক যদি অহাৰ ৰাস্তাটো বন্ধ কৰি দিব পৰা যায়, তেতিয়াহ'লে বহুত সুফল পোৱা যাব। এতিয়া আমি পেপাৰখন মেলিলেই দেখিছোঁ যে কি অঘটন ঘটি আছে, আৰু সেইবিলাকে আমাক বৰ অসহায় কৰে। আমাৰ আগলৈ উঠি অহা ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবিলাকে আমিতো বাৰু যি পালোঁ, আমাৰ উঠি অহা ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবিলাকে কি পাব? আজিকালি এখন চিঠি লিখাৰ প্ৰয়োজনো নহয়, ইমান ওচৰ চাপি আহিলে হাতৰ মুঠিত আমি পৃথিৱীখন লৈ ঘূৰি ফুৰিছোঁ, অথচ আমি তাৰ কিছুমান লাগতিয়াল, আমাৰ জীৱনৰ লাগতিয়াল, জীৱনৰ পৰিয়ালৰ সমাজৰ যিখিনি লাগতিয়াল কথা, সেইখিনিৰ কাৰণে হয়তো আমি ক'ৰবাত হেৰাই যাব নালাগিব। আমি সাহসেৰে মুখামুখি হ'ব লাগিব, আমি যাতে হেৰাই নাযাওঁ। জীয়াই ৰাখিব লাগিব আমাৰ সংস্কৃতি, সভ্যতা আৰু আমাৰ যিখিনি কৰণীয় আছে। মানুহ হিচাপে যেতিয়া পৃথিৱীত জন্ম লৈছোঁ, নিজৰ কাৰণে কিবা কৰিছোঁ, আৰু নিজৰ কাৰণে কৰাই নহয়, যেনেকৈ এটা উদ্যোগ স্থাপন কৰিলে তাত 10টা ফেমিলি পৰিয়াল আহি তাতে ভেজা ল'ব পাৰে, তাৰপিছত লাহে লাহে বাঢ়ি যাব, এখন সমাজক সুস্থিৰ কৰিব পাৰে। গতিকে সেইখিনি আশা কৰিছোঁ সকলোৱে যেন শুদ্ধ পথত শুদ্ধকৈ শিকি কামত আগবাঢ়ে, সেয়াই মই অনুৰোধ জনাইছোঁ।
Before we call for the felicitation, there is a presentation, I believe. So we'd like to show you a presentation of Zeta Farms. Can we have the presentation, please?
What was the problem with the freelancer? They were struggling to get business. They were struggling to get work for them, right? So we thought of giving them a sense, or you can say giving them a secured monthly income by associating us with them, like providing them you can say what we call them in a way of employment scheme kind of thing. Okay, so they were struggling to get that monthly security in the way. So we launched a Zeta Rozgar Yojana, wherein we are employing one person over every 2 acres of land area which we have. This will give them the sense of security in the format of monthly income, also a variable pay in the format of a profit share, and we have rolled out certain perks for them in the format of child education benefits. They will get a pilgrimage fund for the elderly in their families. We will also be giving them pensions. We have created a pension fund. So you can proudly say that we are one of those startups in the agriculture industry, or you can say a private organization anywhere in India who has launched a pension fund for all the employees for them, including the people who are working for us. Another good part in our business is it is a sense of portrayal what we want to do. We don't call the workers at our farm as laborers, okay, because it gives a sense of exploitation, okay. So we call them crushy weeds. They are working for us, right? So they are the real soul of the business in our way. So we are creating the India's future in a way, creating Desh ka culture as agriculture. This is what we want to achieve in the longer term, and how we are going to achieve it by like grasping the land areas and all, and giving the opportunity, because see, there is huge scale possibilities, and if we have achieved it, and it gives me a real proud feeling to me, because being bootstrapped, we have not raised any fund till date, okay. We are sustainable in nature, we are collaborating with the farmers, we are giving them the right benefits and all, and achieving a valuation of more than 800 CR as of date. Okay, people are perceiving our valuation of this scale. Okay, so this feels that this can be a future, and as we are talking about the 2047 there, and we believe this can be farming also. Like in this age of AI, digitization, everything, log khana to nahi chhodenge, right? And we need to grow. Everybody, someone has to grow it, right? Mitti se saman to ugana hi padega, kuch na kuch crop to ugani hi padegi, right? So that's all from my side for Zeta Farms. We'll definitely change Desh ka culture as agriculture. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Rituraj, for that presentation.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Pallavi Barua for this wonderful session that she had moderated, and we would like to felicitate our panelists here.
CII and Indian Women Network Assam chapter presents India at 100 Women-led Development.
Presented by Tops and Cement, मजबूती का भरोसा हमेशा. Powered by Nestle Serico, co-powered by Jetta Farm, देश का culture agriculture. Banking partner State Bank of India, the banker to every Indian. Education partner Assam Downtown University. Health partner Azile Hospital, Litosif, Hell Liver Syrup. जो पिएगा वो जिएगा. In association with NRL, Oil India, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India. Print partner, The Assam Tribune. Radio partner, Gupshup 94.3 FM. Proud to be local.